look defensively in the second half?
I think we got our legs underneath us. Long travel day yesterday and no shoot around this morning. Sometimes in these situations it takes you a little while to get the juices flowing. So, to hold them to 45 in the second half was the key to the game.
What kind of groove is Andrew in right now offensively?
Yeah, Andrew is feeling great. You saw him knock down all the threes early, his free throws. He looked fantastic out there. His defense on Ingram, so a lot of good stuff.
How would you assess just the last minute and a half?
Not great. But a game like this, you take the win and you run. You just get out of the arena and get to the airport and enjoy the win and watch the tape later and figure out what you can do better. But so this was going to be a tough game. Obviously them getting Ingram and Murphy back and a desperate team. I thought they played really hard tonight, right from the beginning, set a tone, and fortunately we responded. But I thought they outplayed us for much of the game. They only had 10 turnovers. We had 17. So we've got to be better. But again, thrilled with the victory.
What did you make of Brandin's kind of all-around activity with what he was able to do tonight?
BP,
yeah.
He was great. I mean, he's such a good rebounder. He had so many big ones there in the second half. He makes the right play over and over again. He moves the ball. The game just connects when he's on the floor. So he was great. A lot of guys. I thought Loon in the second half made a huge difference for us. So we're just trying to find different guys each game, and we have a deep team, and we're confident we can find a group each night that's going to be able to take us home.
Plan to go with everybody tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how everybody holds up and comes out of the aftermath of this game, but that's the plan.
Coach, before the game, you mentioned that you see a lot of similarity between this team and then 2022 when you guys win the championship. Is there a reason why Andrew gave you guys such a confidence and he back to like the 2022 himself?
Yeah, I think Andrew is a huge part of that. He was such an important player in that playoff run. He was so good for us, and between that and the depth, adding veteran players who are really strong leaders, guys like Kyle and Buddy and Melt, reminds me a lot of when we added Gary Payton and Bielitsa and Otto Porter in 22. So the team has a similar makeup and a good chemistry, and it's been a pleasure coaching these guys. And we have really good chemistry in our locker room, and those are always fun seasons when you can feel that.
What has changed from this season compared to last season from Andrew Wiggins?
I think defensively. Oh, from Wiggins, I just think he's in a great frame of mind. The last couple of years have been very tough on him on a personal level, and I think he's got some peace of mind. He came into camp in great shape. He's got a great family behind him. He's got a lot of good things going for him in his life, and he's in a really good place. Thank you.
What jumps out looking at that box score?
We won. That's all that matters. Cup game. That's all that really matters to me. We won.
In terms of the cup being 3-0, how much do you guys get up for the cup? How much do you value the opportunity to play in the tournament? Fortunately.
Yeah, we going for the money. We want the money. We know if we win tonight, it gives us a good chance to get a quarterfinal matchup. But everyone's mindset was just figure out a way to win. Obviously, they're shorthanded, so a lot of guys are trying to prove themselves, trying to jumpstart their careers, extend their careers, whatever the case may be. And so, obviously, we're going to get their best effort, having a lot of guys out. And so, I feel like we weathered the storm for the most part, and came out to win, which is what we care about.
Yeah, what switched defensively in the second half? What changed for you guys?
We just made them feel us. We were more physical with them, made them feel us. I think there was a stretch there in the second half where, we got called for like 5 fouls in a minute and a half, but it was all out of aggression and trying to be physical. And I think that just kind of sets a tone, and the more you kind of are physical with everybody and touching them, it wears people down over time. It's just human nature. And so I think we did a better job of that second half.
Draymond had some comments the other night just about the pressure he feels like he might be playing with offensively and just valuing your all-around game. He said he hoped you heard those comments. Did you hear him, and just what did that kind of support mean from him?
Yeah, it means a lot. I heard it. A bunch of people sent it to me. Obviously tonight I didn't make a three again, but I feel like I impacted the game in a bunch of ways. Steve had me out there late, so I think for me, even though the shot isn't falling how I would like it to.
How good does your game feel right now all around?
I feel solid. I feel like I'm in a pretty good rhythm right now.
What'd you like about your shot diet tonight? Looked like a little bit of everything, mix of everything, and then of course going 9 of 9 from the free throw line. What did you like about the offense tonight?
I mean, like you said, just a little bit of everything. Just trying to keep myself involved, stay assertive, stay aggressive, and just try to attack the rim.
Yeah, obviously New Orleans came out with a lot of force in that first half. What was key about weathering that storm early in the second half there?
Just being able to take their punch. They're a good team. They got some talent, and they play hard. They play hard. So just, being able to, take that punch and be able to counter and, do what we do.
Yeah, well, what flipped defensively the last 2 quarters for you guys?
I mean, we just in the locker room we're like, we need this game. We gotta step it up. Especially defensively, and get into them and be their aggressors, and that's what we did.
This undefeated NBA Cup play could move to the quarterfinals tonight, depending on what happens with Dallas and Denver. How significant is that for you guys at this stage of the season to be undefeated, to have the chance to reach Vegas?
Yeah, I mean that's our goal. That's what we want to do. We want to win the whole thing. We think we got a good chance. We got the squad for it, so we're hopeful. Thank you.
All right, Coach. This is a frustrating game because you did so many good things tonight, and ultimately it came down to the 3-point percentage, 2-point percentage, and missed free throws. Because everything else, just you couldn't have asked for much more effort from your team tonight.
Yeah, the guys. I told them in the locker room that our game plan, discipline, and execution was at a high level tonight. And that's progress for us. Now, we still came up short a few plays down the stretch. To your point, Graf, knock some free throws down. Maybe the ball bounces our way. That last, 3 that we tried to get off. So there's some things that, we can clean up coming down the stretch, but, they battled their tails off. We're proud of them. Unfortunately, in the NBA, there's just no moral victories, still a tough loss on our home floor.
Going to ask you about 2 Trey Murphy 3-point attempts. The one with 14 seconds or so that he made to get it to 2. It looked like you guys got into that action quickly. Was that exactly what you drew up, translating to the court there?
Exactly. Just, quick drive, slip out, hit him, take the shot. And they executed it, really, really well. Trey knocked it down.
Yeah, and then the one right at the buzzer, I mean, he'd been, hot all game, really. Is that who you want to have the ball in that situation? If it's got to be anybody, just what do you think about that play?
Any of those guys that, that's on the floor and you got an open look like that, that's the opportunity to take it. And I thought it was good. Kind of rattled in and out. We tried to get the tip in, but that's what you want. Try to put yourself in a position to win those games down the stretch.
Strong night for Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. How do you help you guys tonight?
He was great. He was all over the place. He's been playing really well as of late, playing fast, playing with confidence. He's rebounding the ball at a high level, and it's good to see him kind of put it all together tonight.
And just overall, just how important was it to see Trey just have a game like this where the shots are going, he's playing with confidence throughout?
We need Trey's shot making, his ability to space the floor. It allows for guys to get to the basket, get to the paint. If they help off him, he's really good at shot faking, shoot the ball, shot fake, or drive, finish. And it's good to see him continue to get in the rhythm.
And I know B.I. came in with the left ankle, and it seemed like he was reaching at his right leg throughout the game. Was he kind of battling through something in his
He was. He's battling through some bumps and bruises right now. And, we're putting a lot on his shoulders. He's been doing a really good job of coming in every day, getting his work, getting his treatment, and keeping himself available to get on the floor and help his team.
And I guess, what did you see? We talked about it a few times this year, just execution late in the game. What did you see? I guess the things you like, some of the things you didn't like, as you guys are trying to close this one out.
Well, we got to make our free throws. I think we had a couple opportunities down late in the game that gives you an opportunity to close the gap. So you look at the stats, it's a pretty even game, but the free throw difference, that's a difference in the game sometimes. You know, low turnover game, high assists, threes were even. We got more field goals than they did. Got to step up to the line and make our free throws, and that's a big part of execution.
It's only been a couple games, but what has Alfred been able to bring to you guys?
He's been great. I've said it. I'll say it again. He should be on an NBA roster. He knows how to play. He's a vet. He can defend. He can get you in your sets. He makes fantastic passes. He's a really good basketball player.
Really, do you feel like the offense actually flows smoother when Alfred's at the helm, initiating the offense for you guys?
Well, we've been trying to do it by committee, but getting Alfred on the floor, he's more of a true point guard. So now there's a common force that knows how to get us into sets. He can get the ball to B.I., Brandin, Boston, Trey Murphy. It takes more pressure off those guys. They got more energy to go out and score. And he's also a really good floor general. He can defend at a high level, rebound. So he does a lot to help a team win games.
What did you see on that play where I think you picked up a technical foul, Trey Murphy, on a drive or something like that, didn't get a personal foul? He was arguing about it. Did you?
I'm not letting you set me up for that with that question right there. No, I thought he got fouled. That's all it was. I thought he got fouled. All right.
What did you like about the team's defensive effort tonight?
I think we did a really good job. I don't think Steph Curry, he had his points, but he didn't really go off. Did a great job on game planning on him. We could have did a little better job with some other things like early low man and contesting shots. But overall, I think we a decent defensive game. I think we competed.
And speak of defensive game plan, like how on point do you guys need to be when you're trapping and doubling Steph, and like they've made a living out of Draymond in that short roll, just finding guys that allow.
Yeah, early low man was stressed a lot this scouting, and they're going to hit shots. Andrew Wiggins got hot, so that's going to happen. Guys going to hit shots, but I think, like I said, I think we competed, and it came down to the last shot for us. So.